Greetings and blessed Sabbath to the children of Israel scattered abroad. In the name of Jehovah our Creator and Jesus Christ of Nazareth our King, I am Lily of the Valley. Today's topic is coups, shadow governments, infiltrators, wicked judges, wicked system of governments. It's really James chapter 5 verse 1 to 5. The wicked governments, judges, lawyers, appointments, spies, and so on that go in and turn countries upside down, their day is come. It's also Jeremiah's prophecy. It's also Obadiah's prophecy. It's also Psalm 2, because they forget that they also have a judge who is Jehovah. When the wickedness gets too much, he steps in and expose all the wicked things they do in secret. You know, they have their Greek sororities, their lodges, and you had the judges of Sodom and Gomorrah and all the wicked nations before them that were utterly destroyed because of their wicked laws, wicked ways, corruption, wicked rules, their love of gifts and bribes and things like that. So we're going to put some of these links in the description box as usual. And then you can see that there's a pattern of wickedness in the earth. And they're being exposed right now. So you have them redefining words, locking up their opponents, twisting, bending laws and rules. People can't go into the capital. They can't say what they see wrong when it comes to elections or selections and installations and the will of the people. They don't care about such things, even though they call themselves a DEMOC or ACY. So that was what happened also in the United States on January 6th. It happened to TRUMP and many other countries, because the same thing they do in other countries came to be used domestically. So you have the people who want a national government, who want not globalists running their government. The globalists infiltrate those countries and put those people in jail, or they target them for ASSASSINATIONS and bankruptcy, lawfare, things like that. So you have these epicenters like Fulton County in the state of Florida in the United States, where they do every kind of fraud: jail fraud, arrest fraud, mortgage fraud, BALLOT, BOX, STUFFING fraud. You know, when them say election NIGHT, say one pipe bust a State Farm Arena, nothing never go so. And then they start scan. Then everybody will talk about it. Then blow them up. Yeah, really blow them up. Like BRIANKEMP. Him know about it. His son-in-law. And then the sheriff with them assigned for investigate it. Then blow out Fame Light too. The same thing will go on Michigan, Pennsylvania. All of a sudden, everybody will see the results came in on NOV3 2020, that all kind of shenanigans happen. Them have the judges with them set up, and the law firms and the lawfare for make sure say everybody who see anything then go around go shut them up. and them case get thrown out of court. But all their political opponents' cases get approved. It happened to me too, you know, that the judges, a lot of them, as soon as you file the lawsuits, they start recusing themselves, like when you turn on light in the night and you see roaches a scatter, I saw them start scatter off of the case. But then certain ones, you see them be selecting which jurisdiction, which judge, which department, where them create out of thin air. When I remember the office of the presidentElect, when nobody never hear about before. I want to see how much troops did they around the White House for that thing that were going January 2021. Yeah, you only see that when COUP happen worldwide. And then anybody will mention it, then go up on a list. So you have these ex parte communications happening. You have fake charges. Most black people who are in jail in the United States and around the world are there because of fake charges. We told them that was happening a long time ago. When we write the Department of Justice, they're part of the scam too. Nothing happens. So you have these countries that have been infiltrated by the Edomites, the Arabs, the ASKENEZIS, the witches, the wizards, the SODOMITES, the GOMMORHITES. They went around and infiltrated the earth. The Catholics, all of them would pretend like them love the Most High. Them deeds not line up with the scriptures, but they were infiltrating many governments. And you see, they were wolves dressed up as sheep. So you have a lot of these law enforcement, they know what's going on because they participate in these things. So why didn't they come forward before? There's a statute or there's a law called misprision of felony that if you know somebody is committing a crime and you know the thing is illegal, you have a duty to make it aware to the authorities. All these PEDOPHILE islands, who's involved with a lot of that stuff? Politicians, lawyers, doctors, entertainers, COMRADES, communists, atheists, agnostics, people who tell you they're Christians but they work for Satan. They're the ones involved in these things, and they know they don't do it by themselves. So you have what is called DEMOCRACY. It's just rigging. And then you have these appointments, and it's all for them friends in high places, them schoolmate, the judge friend, them comrade friend, them communists, socialists. You can see the ABORTIONISTS, the idolaters, all of them. You have the Sin Coalition on the left, or the liberals, and then you have the Righteous Coalition on the right. The Sin Coalition never ends. They always attacking the good people, the righteous and the holy. They don't like to see righteousness or righteous nations. So no matter what evidence you put in front of them, no matter how many facts, how much truth, they skip over all of that and they hold themselves not guilty. Yeah. So this is what's been happening for ages. So the Most High says he's going to deal with them. He says it is a shame what the disobedient do in secret. The Most High tells us in Ezekiel 18 that the sins of the father and the children, you could have do good up till the last minute and you start sinning, it's going to be counted against you. You could have been sinning up to the last minute and you repent and recompense. It'll be counted to you as redemption. But these people, they double down in their sins. They double down in promoting what is to the demise of the children of Israel, or the children of Jacob, or the Negroes, or the Negresses, or the tribes. They work with the enemies of the children of Israel, and they are listed in Psalm 83. And they do wrong, and they get the judges and the law firms and the lawfare. So if you look at Mark Golding's law firm that he's a part of, he knows he's not supposed to be in the parliament. He knows the children of Israel who are black are not supposed to be ruled by white people. It says so in the scriptures. It says so in the consanguinity laws of Jamaica. It says so in the Constitution. They have their tribes where they do by bloodline, and we have ours. Or maroon tribes are bloodline rule. There are maroon countries where no WHIT people can go there for a reason. Our tribe is like that too, because the MULLATOES, they always sign with the enemies of the children of Israel. Herod, he was a mulatto. What did he do? Send out for them to kill Christ and all the 2-year-olds. So we seen that with the ARAB slave trade, the WHITE slave trade against the Negroes. Every one of them joined up against us, because we were called to be a holy nation and a righteous people. Yeah, so in a lot of our tribes, because we are the bloodline children of Jacob Israel, this is not allowed. Mixes is not allowed. People from the enemies of the children of Israel and the enemies of Christ are not allowed, because the Most High said don't make covenants with them, don't make no rules, regulations with them. Every treaty them sign, them break. Everything them promote is against the laws of Jehovah. So why would you be covenanting with people like that? Why would they be in your governments, in your parliaments, and then you out of a country? Then everything that is degenerate becomes illegal, and everything that's good becomes illegal. Do you not see what they're doing with the Bible? Do you not see what they're doing when they came and said no bastard day again? Everybody just started doing whatever they want. Now when you see people die, them kill each other even more, because they don't know who for picking this, who for picking that, which woman this. None of that used to happen. But they were the ones that came and did away with the laws that says you have to be virgins when you marry, and then your children within that marriage, they get their inheritance according to how Jehovah set it up. Then they come with the carnival and the prostitution, and then the music is degenerate. We don't want to live like that. The Most High already told us, come out from among them and be separate. They're not supposed to be in our countries. They're not supposed to rule in our lands. They're not supposed to teach us. So when they want to be talking about maroon this and maroon that, maroons preserve themselves, then preserve them bloodlines, then preserve the scriptures, the laws, the statutes, the commandments. I'm not saying all of them do it, because we know the ones who are feeding ancestors, worshiping idols, and so on, but they also need to repent from what they're doing wrong, and then they need to keep doing what they're doing right. Self-preservation is called tribalism. It's called consanguinity. It's called a common ancestor. Yeah, remember when them used to tell them to say nothing black no good? There's a reason. Because Jesus Christ is the color of burnt brass, and him have hair like wool. So when the devil see you, him not like you, because you look like the people God select for do his work. Yeah. So we have to clean up our nations. We have to start taking care of our own brethren, our own brothers, our own sisters, and they're the ones who share a common ancestor with you for 3 generations on the father side and the mother side. No mixed races. You see what happened to Haiti. You see what happened to Jamaica. Look at the people at the PSOJ, the people in high places, how you see little by little, it's just a certain color. Look at the pageants. Most I tell us, don't be involved in those things. They're putting that up and they're promoting people with mixed bloodlines on the TV and then tell you say nothing black no good. And then the inheritance goes to the other nation, the lands, the big jobs, everything good goes to them. The Most I already said don't do that. Read Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Those are the laws. Follow the statutes, the commandments, the ordinances, the judgments, the holy days, the Sabbaths, the virgin laws. Nobody's supposed to sleep with their son or daughter before they're married. None of the other things they come in with, none of the Sodom stuff is legal. None of the women and the multiple partners and the ORGIES, none of that is legal. It says the Sodom people were destroyed for the same thing. So you can look at this. That's how Sodom was destroyed. They were wicked, not just the men, the women, the children, the old, the young. They were swapping each other's wives and children, daughters and sons. And remember when the angels went there? It wasn't just the men alone. It was the old and the young. Read about that story in Genesis. They surrounded the strangers that came there. And they did what they wanted with them. And then they KILLED them, robbed them, RAPE them. So who wants to live like this? Certainly not me. So these were what the Sodomites and the Gomorrites were doing. And their judges were the same. They were just as wicked as the people. And their laws were wicked. And they enforced the wicked laws. So you see the same thing now. When we go into court and we present our evidence against these wicked banks like DUETSHEBANK, they're all run by the Gomorrites, or the people from the tribe of Japhet in Genesis 10 verse 1 to 5. Do you think we get any justice in those courts? No. They have a school to prison pipeline. They have a system where they go in and they take over countries and they infiltrate them with their own people. And they're always lawyers and usurers, banksters. And then they set up themselves in the ministry of this or in the prime minister's office. When you're the prime minister or the minister or the government, you can make whatever laws you want. Why you think them in our country them so much? In Africa, Asia, the Pacific, the Caribbean, and at the UN, they're the only ones who are on the Security Council, even though they're not the majority in the earth. So majority doesn't rule. Democracy doesn't work for the people of the earth. It works for them to set themselves up in people's countries and to pass laws that will benefit them and take over your countries, your resources, and your land. Do you not see how many of them have beachfront property? But they tell you about global warming. But yeah, they scooping up all the beachfront lands. Yeah, they tell you about they sabotage the farmlands. And now they're scooping up the farms and they're running the farmers out of business. So when we can't do it, the Most High has to step in and rain down brimstone and fire and Psalm 109 over them. So you're going to see a lot of them losing their positions because they are wicked. Yeah, so that's why the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, and every wicked nation before and after that is going to be destroyed too. So you see, in order for them to get their whatever they get in the earth, read Ezekiel 18, they have to do all kinds of sins. Everything that the Most High say not to do. If him say the children of Jacob, Israel, not supposed to make marriages with the Edomites and the people around them, they go and they do that stuff. They do it for the love of money is the root of all evil. Every one of them in the sports and the government, it is a shame what they do for their money and their power. Don't envy them. Don't do it. So when they have these children, the Most High say, the children gonna be evidence against them at the day of their trials. And when we try to teach it, because we weren't taught it, they delete our channels. They block it. They sabotage it. They bankrupt us. They do all kinds of stuff to us. Because everything that will destroy the Negroes and the Negresses, who are the children of Jacob, Israel, everything that will destroy them get promoted. And anything that's good for them, they don't know about those things. So we have to go back to the basics, okay? To the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the ordinances, the virgin marriages, the marriages based on common ancestors and consanguinity, the marriages based on the laws of Jehovah. The 10 commandments are supposed to be taught. It's supposed to be on your door, on your doorposts, in your schools. The laws of Jehovah are to be taught. You're not supposed to associate with wickedness. Get it out from amongst you. Teach righteousness. Enforce righteousness. Because when the top of the government is sinning, you can't tell the people below them that they should go to jail for sin. Why didn't you put the leaders in jail for sin and for breaking the laws? And the laws start with Jehovah. It's his earth, his laws, his lands, his people, his creation. So he makes the rules for these earth, not Satan. Satan is already punished and the people who follow him. Because Jehovah is dealing with them too. So in Fulton County, that was the epicenter of the mortgage fraud. None of them went to jail after they sold billions and trillions of people's wealth worldwide. The fake mortgages, the notaries, the judges, the governors, all of them were involved in that. Remember, too big to fail? And then on top of the fact that they robbed the homeowners, they also got bailed out by the government as too big to fail. Look at the people behind that, the bloodlines again. The Tabernacles of Edom, the Ashkenazis, the Arabs, the usurers. They were the ones who pulled that off. And now it's back again with all these pandemics and so on. So in the Young Thug trial, they have in ex parte communications with the judge that the other side doesn't know about. They're trying to strong arm people into testifying and this and that, because whatever outcome they determine, that's what they're gonna get. It has nothing to do with justice. These people are not judges. They don't know what the word justice mean. They don't know what the law is. They just know that whatever they want, they have a system how to accomplish it. It's the same thing with the cases that were brought for November 3, 2020. All of those cases were thrown out, and then the ones that they wanted to go forward, they went forward by any means necessary, highly coordinated, domestically and internationally, because they have a goal as to what they want done. So when you see corrupt judges like these and corrupt systems of government and corrupt counties and district attorneys and lawyers, the Most High is the one who has to step in and expose their wicked deeds, their secret deals. Like, who told you we had a secret meeting? Well, you don't think the Most High gonna reveal it when him see what wanna do in a secret? Yeah. When you go to church every day, go big up on your chest. When you not repent for no abortions, no adultery, no using taxpayer money for doing your own personal business. Wanna think, wanna read the entire Bible? Or you think we're not gonna get away with it forever? Yeah. So they know who they are. When they have the law that says if this person don't show up and you get a default judgment and you enter it, these judges don't sign off on it. It's not a few CEOs didn't show up to court when we sued them. And we're still waiting on our default judgments like the court says it's supposed to happen. But all when you not in the country and then can't find you, they might enter default judgments against you because they want your property, they want your houses, they want your everything. Look at what they did to TRUMP. They were doing that to us before they got to him. But nobody would hear us because we're the little man. Yeah. So when the Most High says he's going to give us new preachers, new teachers, yeah, he's cleaning house. We're going to have to be going back to whatever the Most High say, that's what we check first. Yeah. Because a lot of churches have been infiltrated. A lot of governments, a lot of schools, universities, everything has been infiltrated by people who work for Satan. The Most High already told us, by their deeds ye shall know them. Just always know anything you're going to do, any logo, any this, find out the origins of it. Is it based in idolatry? Is it of the Most High Jehovah? Where is it coming from? Who's teaching it? Who's bringing it? Don't associate with people like them and enforce the laws against them. That's how you're going to clean up the countries and the churches and the nations. If the Most High said the seventh day is the Sabbath and you should rest on that day, rest on that day. That's what the Most High says. Not what the Catholic Church says, not what this one says. Find out who's behind these tabernacles of Edom, these synagogues of Satan. Who are their people? Do they do good in the earth? No. Do they teach good? No. Do they teach righteousness? No. You know, see the state of the earth right now? So the things the people of Sodom were doing then, they're still doing it now. They're just doing it against more people because the population of the earth is a lot more now than it was then. So the Most High said don't gender diverse kinds. KINDES. Atheists don't even know what kinds are. They don't know the difference between male and female. But these people want to lead whole countries. You have animal kind. They're supposed to stick to their own kind within their own group. You have mankind, which is male and female, and that's it. That's how the nations get replenished. So anything or anyone that goes against the kind or the kin or the types or the common ancestors, the tribes that the Most High set up, those nations always fail. So we're seeing the failing part now in a lot of the Greco-Roman nations, and they're going around the world in the Negro nations trying to enforce the same type of destruction because they are in negative territory right now when it comes to births. So because the Most High blessed the wombs and the cattle and the kine of the children of Jacob, see Deuteronomy 28, and they have destroyed their own kind or their own type or their own people with degeneracy, they are on the border of extinction. And when it's not that, it's forever wars, it's experimental treatments, it's EUGENICS. It's where they kill them people by EUTHANASIA. It's just always something to destroy animal kind, tree kind, mankind, every kind of kind. Their nature is destructive. So Obadiah prophesied against a lot of them in Psalm 83 and Psalm 109. So people have had enough of these kinds. They don't want them near them because, as you can see from what happened in Sodom, they are not the type to they are not the type to be holy and righteous against other people. They have a spoiled lineage already based on RAPE. So you have the children of Chittim, Tubal, Cain. These are Esau's children. The Romans, the Greco-Romans, how they became one with the Grecians. They just go around the world, grab people, and do whatever it is they want with them, which is also has to do with the MISSINGPERSONs, TRAFFICKING and children. So you can't trust anybody about your children, especially these pale faces, and even your own household. You have it in your own household. See, Queen IFRIKA. Many children in Jamaica report the same thing against their parents, cousins, brothers, sisters. And that's why it's in the laws of Jehovah too not to do those things. But the churches, they also do it too. So that's why they don't even teach it, that they're not supposed to have these close relations with their close relatives. So this is a lesson on the wicked judges, the wicked nations, the wicked households, wicked people, and us going back to the laws of Jehovah, our Creator, and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our King, to walk in all His ways and to do what's right in His sight, so that we can have holy nations and our nations not be destroyed because of sin. Because righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. So with that, I say shalom. Have a blessed Sabbath, and this is the lesson for today.